cowardly, dastardly act targeting the best of America, heroes willing to serve in Washington, D.C., serve for people they don't know and they've never met because they love their country and their capital and their community. They were willing to do dangerous things others were not because they love their fellow Americans. Someone decided to turn that into targeting National Guardsmen. That will only stiffen our resolve. We will never back down. We will secure our capital. We will secure our cities. In fact, this happened just steps away from the White House. It will not stand. And that's why President Trump has asked me, and I will ask the Secretary of the Army to the National Guard, to add 500 additional troops, National Guardsmen, to Washington, D.C. This will only stiffen our resolve to ensure that we make Washington, D.C. safe and beautiful. The drop in crime has been historic. The increase in safety and security has been historic. But if criminals want to conduct things like this, violence against America's best, we will never back down.
And we should clarify there because what a change, right? We were hearing from the president just yesterday. Who was talking,
crime in the district.
No crime in the district at all. Things are going well. It's the best that it has ever been. And now you're talking about this shooting here and the need for 500 additional National Guard troops. And we heard the Defense Secretary there talking about this suspect here targeting the National Guard members. Again, we're not sure how this transpired or what happened here. So we are still waiting to figure out how those two members of the National Guard were shot.
And where these 500 additional troops will go.
Right, right.
Where will they be stationed? What will they be doing? We don't know yet. Yeah,
so again, over the last couple of months or so, they've just been in D.C. primarily focused on beautification efforts, we know. Yeah. And there were about 180 National Guard members from West Virginia. That's probably the lowest number compared to like Mississippi, you had 277. South Carolina withdrew hundreds of their troops a short time ago.
Yeah, several states were withdrawing their troops. Probably in part because the president is sending or has plans to send troops to other cities.
Right.
We talked about Portland, we talked about Chicago, Charlotte, etc. All of these things sort of caught up in courts to see what happens next.
And he said it's safe now. So I think a lot of these governors assume that, okay, we can withdraw our troops now. But again, you're talking about extending their deployment by a couple more months now.
All right, let's